I've been doing this for a long time, and somebody just is gonna come into the ring and try to take what I work for, try to take food out of my family's mouth, my mouth, try to take my dreams away from me. It's personal. It's very, very personal, and I want to annihilate you. That's the way my mindset is.
Riakporhe's special is a knockout, and
Yeah.
you stop fighters. What we saying about Turchi?
Yeah, I think he's gonna get hurt really bad.
I'm on the street, bitch, trying to make this piece quick. Extortionist, I was shot and dead to feel fit. Pushing that proper pip, they're like, yeah, it's the proper shit. Flipping off hot shit, open your head like a neologist. Certain to make your head rock to this, and your head sure to hit the rock with this. It's black that job or head knock a Glock popper. Don't mean food when I say I'm a top shot.
Getting me wires tangled. Put it through there. That's all right now, isn't it? Is that all right? Yeah.
Yeah. Balón para Iniesta, ahí va Iniesta para Xavi. Gol, 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 gol. Gol.
Hold on. Testing.
Mic 2, mic check 1 2.
Do you want to speak some bars? Some back in the day bars?
I don't know, no bars.
Listen.
I forgot. I know my friend's bars though.
Listen. October Red Boxing here with the lovely Richard Riakphore. We're at Loughborough Gym. A week out before you fight. And what I will say, we was just talking about bars. I didn't know you could rap.
I can do everything I put my mind to. Everything.
13 years ago.
Yeah.
What was the track called? Because in fact I've got it.
I'm on the street, bitch, trying to make this piece quick. Extortionist, I was shot and dead to feel fit. Pushing that proper pip, they're like, yeah, it's the proper shit. Flipping off hot shit, open your head like a neologist. Certain to make your head rock to this, and your head sure to hit the rock with this. It's black that job or head knock a Glock popper. Don't mean food when I say I'm a top shot.
I'm sure I put it on my liked save list. It was on Twitter. And I was like, but this geezer's spitting metaphors.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be surprised though, man. I can do everything, man. Honestly.
Clearly.
I can do gymnastics. I can do flipping running, driving. I can do it all, honestly.
Very, very multi-talented. So, how old was you in that video? Because I liked it. What was you called? What was your name? Oh, I can't remember. Your rap name.
We used to do MCing back in the days. So, back in the days, we used to go on Top FM. It's like a pirate station.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had like a nickname then, but I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to find out. Give you some homework.
I got it on Twitter, you know.
No, it wasn't. Trust me. This was even way before, way before. But it was really cool. You know what I mean? It's fun. I was really young. I was like probably like 14, 15.
Oh, is that how old you were?
Yeah, like not in that video, but in the when I started out. Yeah, but MCing was the thing there. Then you had like Nasty Crew and DWE and Roll Deep Crew and stuff like that. So yeah, they're the eras. Everything was all about East. East were running the music game, like back in the days.
Oh, so you're originally from East London?
No. I'm from South, but East. The South guys didn't get no airtime, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting, because obviously we've got some talent that's come out of South London for the music and stuff, but it was just a surprise. I think Rob Tebbert tweeted it saying, "May we never forget" or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? So I reposted it, and then obviously somebody reposted the whole vid, and I was like, didn't know, because, and then somebody actually tweeted under it, raps better than some other boxers we know.
Oh, flipping no.
Already ready to go in. But it was good. It was a nice, refreshing kind of like change to see, okay, this is the progression. This is how some of it started.
100%. I never really endorse it because there's a time we're doing work and documentaries in the background, which we want to reveal all of this so everybody understands the full story. But you know, in due time, we're gonna put everything out to see, let them see the transition and how we, how we reformed in the end.
And we talk about transitions, and I think that's like a key word. Your relationship, your boxing relationship, the coach trainer relationship with Angel, in my opinion, is growing quite well. I think you two really gel well together. I've been up to Loughborough a couple of times, and I'm just seeing the relationship solidify. Talk to us a little bit about how important it is to have that relationship with your coach.
Yeah, I think it's really important. You have to have a sense of trust. If you don't trust your coach and he tells you something in the corner, like do this, do that, but you don't trust it and you go and do your own thing, that very instruction that he gave you could actually help you win the fight and maybe win it in that round. If you don't trust him, then you're not going to do it and you could end up losing the fight or having a harder round. So you need to trust your coach. That's what keeps your heart rate down. Keeps you from panicking. Yeah.
That's good to know, because the reason why I say that, in comparison, obviously, it was going to be a couple of weeks ago now, we had Joshua Buatsi versus Craig Richards, and we know that Joshua Buatsi left the UK to look for somebody that could gel with him, and I do believe that he works really well with Virgil, and we see Virgil with him as somebody that actually gives a shit about him as a fighter and wants to make sure that he develops really well under him, as he's only had him for 3 fights. That importance then of keeping those foundations, well, building the foundations and carrying on that relationship. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think that's really important, and big credit to Joshua Buatsi for taking himself out of his environment where he's comfortable and going to pursue, greatness, because that's how I would refer to it. Taking himself out of the comfort zone to an unknown or foreign land to increase his chances of becoming a world champion. Not a lot of fighters do that. I did it. I came to Loughborough, left the city. I'm a city boy, but now I'm a country boy with a little bit of city boy in me. No, I was joking, but I'm here. But I left something that I was used to come to here just to give me a better chance of achieving what I want to achieve in my career. And he did the same. So you have to commend that. And when you make sacrifices like that, it only brings results. And that's why he's on the stage. That's why he's winning. It's just that simple, man. Not a lot of people are willing to do that. And it's a risk. No, there's no security in anything. And that's what people that need to understand. They think, yeah, I'm going to do it and everything's going to work out for me. No. You have to see how it goes and hope for the best, But good thing about me, I can only speak for myself. I'm a very optimistic thinker, optimistic individual. I think positive. I expect the best all the time. That's just the way I am.
I think you're quite, I'm going to second that. You're somebody that's quite methodical. And I will say this, because the conversation that we had post the Dion Jummer fight, the Dion Jummer win, you said that the way that you've kind of like a roadmap for your career is you've gone through fighters that have become Commonwealth, British, national champions. It's sort of like, I don't know, if you was to show me, I don't know, writing on a wall in your room, in a diary, in your phone, whatever, you seem like you're somebody that likes to tick off the boxes and go through people. And I'll say that because Turchi, who you're fighting now, you were originally supposed to fight him. That didn't happen. So then you swapped opponents, and then you had Dion Jummer, which was a significant domestic fight for those that know boxing. You did that, and now you're going back to Turchi. It's almost like, and this is not an insult, but you're predictable in the way you like to go through opponents. That mindset that you've got, where does that come from?
I think it's just come from, I think it's come from, my brother, my brother is an accountant. He's flipping really methodical, bang, 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 bang. They plan and forecast there's expenditure throughout the whole year. Then they know exactly what's coming in. They know what's going out, where they have the money for miscellaneous activities. And I thought, what the flip? So he helped me a lot, like with planning and structuring myself in that department. And then I realized, you know what? You could use this same type of, plan, and you can, that can be transitional. You could put that in boxing. And that's when I started to write plans on my career from back in the days. And when you come up, because we're quite close, I'm going to show you what I've put in my book, my plans. And it's very personal. It's very personal for me.
Okay.
So I won't show it to anybody. And the day that I do lay it out, it's because I just want people to see, everything was planned. We wanted to achieve that. We wanted to achieve that. This is what we did. Look at the year. Look at the timestamp. And that's why it's important to write things down. And I wrote down a lot of things. And looking back and thinking back, it's like crazy. Because everything is happening. Like everything. Everything has come to pass and is coming to pass. I even put down fashion in there.
Serious?
Back in the days, yeah. Fashion. And modeling. I can show you that. And that was years ago. That was 6 years ago. That's when I didn't have a clue of how it's going to work out. But hey, it's working out now. And we're there now. It's crazy. Even British title fights, other title fights, when I want to become this champion in 2000 and this, and it's coming to pass in that year. So I became methodical because of my brother. I'll say 100%. My brother is very meticulous, very detailed.
I was about to say, you are that meticulous person. It's kind of obvious to me because I'm someone of routine as well.
Yeah.
So when you see you kind of like literally going through an order, it's nice to see. And like I said, some people say that's predictable, but I always say, why don't we just write everyone off, go through as if it's like a dominoes, like there's a trail of dominoes and you push one and it pushes over all of them.
Yeah.
Because if you say, for example, you jump over, you're going to miss some out that could be significant to getting that beautiful pattern, which in other words could be your boxing career, your life. That strategy, it's not everyone that's got that. So I just wanted to like highlight your personality on being quite methodical in everything that you do.
Yeah, and I think there's also other elements as well. I think it's not just about planning. I believe a lot of other people have planned, but things haven't come to pass. But let's just say there's a formula, and the formula is you putting in that work, you being in the gym or dedicating yourself to your craft, and also having faith and believing that it's going to happen. If you subtract one of those elements, then it just might not happen. It might crumble,
Disrupts it?
Yeah, it disrupts everything. So once I added all the elements, I understand the elements now. And that's why things are coming for me. That's why things are happening for me. And I know that more things are going to happen. I believe that we haven't even begun. We haven't got started yet. But once it starts rolling, it's rolling, let's just say we've got momentum, but once it starts, like, give it a couple more years and you're going to see something special, very special.
And we can go back to like when I first saw you was on, obviously when it was like Matchroom with Sky Sports, somebody that I've watched for years. But what I will say is that from what I see, Sky Sports Boxer are really investing in you. Now, you were on the undercard of several fights to start off with. Even when the Boxer first fight came out, you were on the undercard then. Now we're going into the second fight of you headlining the card. Now, when you talk about ambition and you talk about dreams, what is that like? Because it's a massive platform. We know the numbers behind Sky. We know what Boxer can bring. How does that feel, headlining the cards, like you're the main attraction?
Yeah, it feels really good, and in fact, it's actually the third, because I did Dion Juma, we headlined, then Durodola we headlined, and
this is coming
and this is the third one.
I do apologise.
And I've headlined a Matchroom one against Jack Massey.
Was that a headline?
Yeah, that was a headline as well. You're cool.
Oh, I stand
Small
corrected.
Show. So it's one of those things where I believe that they invested in the right person, because not everybody is suitable for this position.
What do you mean by that?
Because it's just like, the saying, have you heard the saying, like, fame is not for everybody?
True.
some people just it could destroy them. But you know, when I think of myself, I think I got the story. I look the part. I can speak well. I can fight. You know, you have to have the full package. You know, when something is missing, it doesn't work. I swear to you, in this game, and that's what I'm starting to understand a bit more. And the most important thing is because I've been entertaining and coming through the fights, you know, and I can punch, which is a blessing. You know what I mean? So I feel like they chose the right person, and I understood my value and myself. So it's like it's a mutual benefit. You know, I'm working hard. I'm delivering. They're putting me at the front, and they're paying me. Both of us are happy. Both of us are happy. So, and I don't want to come across arrogant at all, you know, because I'm not. Trust me, and it's a blessing, and it's an honor because this is what I dreamed of. I dreamed of headlining. I dreamed of making getting big checks and making money, and everything is starting to unfold. It's starting to happen, and it feels like it came out of nowhere. But then when I sit back and look back in hindsight, I realize no, this is how it was meant to be because. Look at your route. Look at everything that you've been through. It was perfect timing. I'm supposed to be where I am because this is where I'm supposed to be right now. You know, and you know we're taking it very seriously. We're, you know, it's crazy because it's like, you know, not a lot of people have kind of made it up out of nowhere, if you know what I mean. And it's like the percentage of small fighters that come through and get through is very slim. Very slim, just like people coming from that type of background trying to make it as well. Very, very slim. But you know, it's a blessing, and I'm thankful every single day, and that's why I use my platform to help other people, because I feel like not everybody gets a chance, even though some people deserve a chance. So I want to be able to contribute, and I don't want nothing. I don't care about you shouting me out saying thank you, Richard. I don't care, honestly. You know, if you want to do that, that's great. But I want to help other people, just to let them know, you know, you work hard. I can see you working hard, and I'm gonna help you now because I like you, and you remind me of me when I was coming up. You know, nobody gave me that chance, but you know, when I did get my chance, you know, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna help other people to elevate other people and get them in a better position. So yeah, that's what it is, and we're gonna carry on winning.
I think you are a man of your word for that, because you do that. You're genuine and you're sincere with what you say. And in a sport that can sometimes be a bit twisted, it's quite refreshing to listen to. And you say that, you know, cashing them checks, headlining cards, going back to that same young kid that was rapping on the block, that was spitting out them bars. That kid is still there. Mm-hmm. He's just not called Richard. Or maybe he is, but the kid's still there. And what I don't think sometimes you guys realise, what you're doing is you're showing people that you can do this. If you believe in yourself, if you write things down, if you be strategic, you can do it as well.
100%. You just have to just take action. Take action. There's a formula. But the problem is, because people don't see results fast enough, some people just give up. You know, it's alright. You know, you know when you're just on a pathway and you're putting in work and you're not seeing no results from this effort that you've been putting in, it gets frustrating, and that's when people are, I'm done with this, you know, I'm going to do something else, it's not working. But that's not the way life works, you know. Things just come in weird ways, but you know, once you put in effort, you get an equal benefit. I've always believed that you get an equal benefit of what you've the work you've put in on and the effort you put in. But if you don't wait long enough, you might not be able to see that benefit, and it could be literally like around the corner. You might get some weird phone call, like the next day you think, what the how? Do you know how many times that's happened to me?
Serious?
Yeah, I'll be thinking in my head, you know, I feel like some good things are coming to me. Then maybe a week, 2 weeks later, they'll tell me about some opportunity, and I'll be like, what? And the way they'll break it down is like the chances for you to get that opportunity is quite rare, but this is gonna be so big for you. And I'm like, what the flip? Like, this is weird. Like, what is going on? But then I think, you know, I've been putting in effort though. It wasn't like I sat down like sleeping in my bed and thinking, Man, I need some money. I hope that flipping I get that call, man, so I could get
Playing the
paid.
lottery every week and hoping for
Yeah,
the
yeah, I'm
best.
just getting
Yeah.
paid. Like, yeah, man, I'm just chilling. And I wake up, I get the money calls are coming in. I'm like, yes, yes, that's just what I was waiting for. It don't work like that. You have to put in the work first, and then you hope and you know, have faith that things are gonna come in for you. And if they don't come in straight away, don't give up. Just keep on going, keep on putting in the work. Trust me, you will get something out of it.
Yeah, I agree with you. And sometimes what you want, what you really want, isn't what you need. So that
Yeah.
door will stay closed and you'll be diverted to go another way. 'Cause
Exactly.
there's something better waiting.
Yeah.
So 100%, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that I like to see, and you know, I follow your social media. After the fight with Dion Jummer, you had him up here and he was sparring. Now, some would say before that fight, it was kind of personal because of the history, because of everything that went on between you two. I mean, I was stood there at the media day and I was like, I remember standing in between him and his coach and you walked in. I was like, man, I could have literally just like dissolved into the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
It was tense.
It was very tense. It was extremely tense.
So then after that match, how did you guys like reach out and say, you know what, this some sparring, we can do something? How did that go?
You know what? Boxing is boxing, and life is life. Boxing is for a period of time, but life is forever. You don't. Life is so weird that you might be put in a ring against somebody that could be in a position to help and change your life forever for the better. You know, that's how life works. It's so weird. So I always believed in, you know, what we do in the ring, we do in the ring, but be cool with people, you know, be cool, you know, we shake hands and we play a sport that's a brutal sport. It can be a brutal sport, but we shake hands like men afterwards and we're respectful for one another. Why? Because it takes a lot of courage to step in the ring.
Trust me.
It takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of dedication to go through that ring and do what we do. So I have to respect every single man. And Dion Juma, it was very personal. This guy is coming to take everything I work for. All these years that I've been toiling, you come to the gym, you see me training. I've been doing this for a long time. And somebody just is going to come into the ring and try to take what I work for. Try to take food out of my family's mouth. My mouth. Try to take my dreams away from me. It's personal. It's very, very personal. And I want to annihilate you, you know. That's the way my mindset is. But after the fight, we can hug and kiss. It's all cool. You know, there's nothing personal, no matter the result. Because it takes a man to be respectful, no matter the result. And at the same time, you know, cool. He's got a fight, I got a fight. You know, I thought, you know, it would be good for me to reach out and just let him know that what I said to him in the ring is real. You know what I mean? I'm not just saying it just because, like, come into my house. Let me show you how it works. Let me see if we can help you. You're helping us, and I want you to do well. I want you to win. You know what I'm saying? I want you to win. So let's work together and let's build. We're not there yet, but we're on the path. And you, my friend, are a champion. And everybody saw that. You see him get knocked down. Most people would have never got up there. In fact, even if they were conscious, they'd have thought, I don't want to be here. No. But what did he do? Get up and he started fighting. That's a champion. So I love champions. I want to be around champions. Champions change the world in all different types of ways. And that's what I want to be around. You know what I mean?
So when we talk about champions and inviting someone into your home, your gym is your personal space. This is it's the kitchen. Yeah, everyone can make a dinner, but it's not going to taste the same.
Yeah.
Because you've got that secret recipe, and that secret recipe is in here. How do you know who you can trust to bring into that kitchen, to bring into your home? How do you make that decision to say, you know what, you're all right? Because you could invite an enemy into your house. I'm not saying
100%.
that. I'm just talking about generally in life, you know, media, whoever. You could be inviting an enemy into your home. How do you suss people out?
It's a very difficult one, to be honest, Red. It's very difficult. And I feel because I've known Dion for a very long time, for many years, I've seen the way he is. I think he's a straight up person, straight up guy. He's black and white. You know, you get what you see. He'll tell you what it is. And I just have a feeling from deep within that he's actually trustworthy. I can trust him to bring him in. I can show him a few things and help him. And at the same time, I know that boxing is not all about the technique and the skills that we practice in the gym. Boxing is quite deep, you know. It's spiritual. You know, it's just like when we speak about crunk fighters. You know, when you came in, you saw my favorite fighters on the screen. You know, Jared McLennan, all these guys, all these crunk fighters, and a lot of people think, oh man, damn, like Manuel Stewart was a great coach. You know what I mean? Like all of these fighters went on to do some great things, and they threw the right hand this way and they boxed like this. But the truth is, the crunk fighters were so renowned is because they flipping had heart. They had fighters. They'll come in, and it's like, yeah, as soon as that bell goes, I'm gonna brock you up. You know what I'm saying?
Train that.
You can't train that.
You can't train that.
You can train it. What you think? You think a coach is gonna come and say, hey, this is what you need to do. Like as soon as that, you need to annihilate him. You know what I mean? I know you can do it, mate.
If you ain't got it,
it's either you got it or not. Trust me. And there's certain situations where you will find out if you got it or not. Trust me, you will definitely find out in that ring. And that's what it is. And you can see the energy now. Obviously, when you came in here, you know the energy, you know, from being in here. But there's this type of energy in the gym where, yeah, it's like that. You know, it's like that. Honestly, you know, this is the new Crunk gym, Crunk style. We're in there. The fighters have got heart, you know, and we can fight, we can punch. You know, we're on smoke. We live the life. You know what I'm saying? So that's we want to keep that energy. I think that's the most entertaining type of style, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You might not have everything technically sound, but you're gonna see a fight, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could. I don't think anyone could criticize you and say that you're not someone that's got spite or someone that hasn't got heart in there. Because I think you've demonstrated that from early. I think that is a trait that is just natural to you.
That's natural. I had that before I started boxing, man. You can't train that. You can't train that.
And that is very, very obvious. So we move on to Turchi then. Obviously, I was at the workout last week. You ain't got here yet.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on him? I was looking at his last fight. He hasn't fought recently. Obviously, he was supposed to fight you when he had an injury or COVID or whatever. What are your thoughts on him then? I'm confidently saying that you'll go through him, but that's just my opinion, and everyone's got one of them, and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on him?
My thoughts are the same as, you know, my other opponents. See, this guy's coming to my house to take away what I've worked for. You know, he's gonna get a rude awakening. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hurt him. I'm gonna annihilate this guy, and he's not gonna understand until he comes face to face with me on fight week, and he's gonna understand the energy. You can't fake that. The energy is what you can't fake, and we'll see if he folds or not. You know, some people fold in fight week. You know.
Do they?
Yeah. They
what
fold.
You mean, like these last minute pullouts might not even be.
Not even that. It's like.
What is it? What do you mean?
It's like one thing I've learned is like coming into fight week, you can sense the type of person that you're fighting. You know, you can sense if they're here to fight, they're really here to fight or here to grab a check. You know what I'm saying? You can feel the energy. You feel that they're coming to fight. And I swear down, I always feel it. You know, sometimes when I look at them and I observe them and I'm like, this feels like an empty shell. You know, when I say something, you can feel it. When I say something, I'm going to do this. And I guarantee I'm going to do this. Yeah. You can feel the energy. You can't fake that. But you see when a man goes, I'm going to do this, and you can't feel it, I'm like, this guy's lying. There's something going on. This guy, I don't feel nothing. I don't feel no energy. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you know that these guys are going to get annihilated. 100%. 100%. No matter how they look, no matter how strong they look, the flipping abs and thingy. And I feel like he might be one of them, but we'll see. If he is one of them, he's going to get smoked very quickly. But if he's not, then it will be more of a longer fight, entertaining fight. But I'm going to smoke him regardless.
Yeah, I've watched his fights, and I'm just trying to obviously suss out the styles and stuff. I know that he likes to get.
He likes to use his head. He likes to get inside.
Yeah, and
I think in my head, like, if you're gonna use your head, then there must be something lacking. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine me choosing, like, okay, look, imagine me just you coming in and using my head all the time, trying to headbutt and stuff like that. Like, being dirty. Like, you're definitely lacking in some arenas. Like, that's not a good thing, and I don't think he'll be able to do that in this fight, because everybody's gonna be very conscious of all of that. He'll get points deducted. And it'll just be all downhill, you know what I mean, for him.
And you use your jab hand as a range finder as well. You don't just use it for the jab. You're one of these that will use it as a range finder. So even like pushing back. So if he's trying to block you with his head, like the Bolton Matador thing, you'll use that.
Yeah.
Well, that's just me talking tactics.
Yeah.
But I suppose we don't need to do that. What are you saying then? Riakpore's special is a knockout, isn't it?
Yeah.
You stop fighters. What we saying about Turchi?
Yeah, I think he's gonna get hurt really bad. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? I've seen the way he fights. I think his style is actually perfect for me. You know, it's great. Like, he takes risks as well. You know?
Yeah, because he wants to come inside.
Yeah, he wants to come inside. He's gonna have to take risks. The more risks that you take, the more vulnerable you are. You know what I mean? It's perfect. You know, probably be more difficult if you just lays back and stuff, but it can also be easy as well. But, you know, I think regardless, man, I'm gonna get the job done, you know. And there's so many different ways, you know. I feel like I can deal with this guy in my mind.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, that's the good thing about that. And that's good. You know what I mean? That's good for me. You know, I can change. I've been trying different things in sparring and stuff, but you know, don't want to talk too much.
No, I get it. I've seen the improvement. I like your head movement. I was saying that before.
Yeah.
I've seen a bit, more head movement with you, because sometimes you can be static.
Be a bit static, yeah.
But I'm seeing a little bit more fluidity in your movement. I can't move too much, so I got backache, but we won't get into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're definitely getting more fluid in there. Like I said, you're a fighter that we start to see improvements. People don't, and I will say this because I've got my ears on the floor. I'm a fan of boxing, so I speak to boxing fans, and I also speak to other boxers. And what I will say is that they give you a lot of credit. They say you're one of these fighters that they've said, listen, people's been in the gym with him, and he's made them see stars. His power, he's freakish. Now this is other fighters giving you that respect. You might know him, you might not, whatever. But one thing about you that I think the public don't really understand, because you make it look easy, is your power. But one thing I've noticed with you as well, that you are also prepared to not just rely on that.
Nah, man, no way. I've done that before. I got the badge, I got the t-shirt, you know, trying to come out in the last round, trying to knocking people out on some occasion. But, it's lazy. It's like talent. You know what I mean? You know when talent don't work hard?
Trust me.
That's what it is. I can come into the ring not fit, not prepared, and I can still have a chance to win, because of the power, which is a blessing. But I won't be happy with myself, even getting the win. I want to do things properly. We know that because of the methodical way that you are.
You're very, very accurate. And now that you've mentioned the accountant, I think that might be a little name for you, Richard the accountant, Riakporhe. Do you know what I mean? Methodical in your approach. But we saw that with Canelo. That was fair enough. Okay, he stepped up a weight. He did. But Dimitri Bivol frustrated him. And I think Canelo relied so much on his power that he thought he'd be able to get him out of there. But that was a lesson that I think everybody needed to see, that you've got to have so many tools to bring into that ring.
100%.
Because when one fails, you're going to need those backups.
Exactly, yeah. And, big respect to Canelo as well for stepping up
100%.
and testing himself, not afraid to take risks. And a lot of people wouldn't have done the same thing. A lot of fighters wouldn't have done the same thing. So big credit to Canelo. I guess it's one of them things where you have to be methodical in this game, because if you're not, you're giving that advantage to your opponent. They can be methodical, and then you might have one too many things to deal with to be able to win a fight against one of those type of opponents. So we want to prepare as diligently as possible. So we're in that position where we have that advantage and we can do, what we want.
And that's what we're hoping to see. Obviously, I'll follow you through all your fights. Yeah, I'm a boxing fan first. I appreciate you as a boxer. Somebody that says what they're going to do, even though it took me a bit of a while to get back in here. But we don't need to.
We're here now, though.
We're here now.
Yeah,
See, it's always that, isn't it?
That's the most important
Stop
thing.
complaining. We're here now. Do you know what I mean? But listen, I will see you fight week.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
When you get the win, we'll discuss plans moving forward. I'm going to say Makabu again, but we'll talk about that after. Until the next time, Richard, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.